How's it going, everybody? Ryebread here today, and I'm here to talk about NHL 19. Now, it was a week or so ago that the NHL 19 trailer was released at the NHL Awards Night, and last year with NHL 18, I did a video somewhat similar, and I really enjoyed it because it got a lot of discussion, a lot of conversation generated about the game, what you guys want to see. Now, I will be reading off what's on EA's website, as well as giving my own takes and posting some links to some other helpful articles that I've read that I will touch on today. Those will be down in the description. If I get any other news or have any other thoughts, I will tweet out, my opinion and probably retweet some important NHL 19 information. So if you guys want to go ahead and hit me up with a follow on Twitter, it is down in the description, or at Ryebread3097. Pretty easy. Whole thing is the same. And let's go ahead and get into what EA has on their website. Alright, so as you can see here, this is easports.com/NHL. This is just the basic one. You can go ahead and watch the trailer, and this is what we're going to be checking out, is the NHL 19 new features. Also, the cover athletes, I will touch on that just a little bit real quick right now. I really like the fact that they chose PK Subban and Wayne Gretzky, two of the more marketable personalities. I love PK Subban. He actually wants to be a star in a league that doesn't want a lot of stars. Or the stars don't want to be stars. Well, Ovi, okay. Maybe you can make the case for Ovi, but they probably made the cover athlete decision before he won the cup. So PK Subban, I think, is a great choice. He's a very marketable guy, and I think he's going to be pushing this game hard. And I think it's a good one for him to kind of market, because I feel like with all the new features and everything, EA NHL is really trying to bring in the more casual player, or maybe the player that, doesn't relate to the league, but more so just wants to play good old-fashioned hockey, with your buds. And then obviously Wayne Gretzky, he is back in an NHL game. That is fantastic. I am so excited with the Legends, and there's more on that in just a minute here. Obviously, you can pre-order right now, and we'll go into that at the end of the video. But so far, the new features, they all look pretty good, and I know the big one that everyone's kind of apprehensive about is the World of Chell. Now, I saw a lot of hate about it right away. So, I mean, I don't want you guys to think that I'm not doing anything for EA here. This is just my own opinion. I am not a game changer. I have nothing to do with EA besides I play their game and post it on YouTube. So what's new? You got outdoor rinks and Journey from Pond. The pros, as well as returning game modes. Obviously, we assume that they're not going to strip it down like they did in NHL 15. 200 of the greatest hockey legends to ever hit the ice, including Wayne Gretzky. The powered by cutting-edge new gameplay technology, explosive edge skating that delivers more acceleration, speed, and responsiveness. Now, that one, to me, is probably my favorite feature. I guess you can call it a feature because it's a gameplay improvement. But as far as game modes, outdoor hockey in World of Chell. Yes, I know some of you may cringe when I say World of Chell, but I think it's a good idea. Name could have been worked on a little bit. But for the first time in franchise history, step onto the pond and compete in the EA Sports Hockey League, NHL 3s, and Play Now, and brand new online modes, NHL 1s, and Pro-Am. In NHL 1s, you and 2 other players compete in a 1v1v1 free-for-all gauntlet. Showcase your skills and creativity with no rules, no stoppages, and no limits. So that actually sounds like NHL is harkening back to its roots of being just a pure arcade game. But like they mentioned earlier, gameplay improvements, so it's not going to be fully arcadey, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. If they have a way for you to queue up with your friends, I'd love to do 1v1v1 with some of my friends, even some of the moderators. Hell, I'd record a video and post that for you guys to see, but 1v1v1 sounds kind of fun. If you're so much better with the sticks than your opponent, well, this is your time to show it. Now, if you can beat 2 human defenders, that's pretty impressive. Or you and the other person, if you're losing by a lot, because this dude's just getting these cheese goals, because we all know NHL's going to have cheese goals, okay? So this dude is feasting on this cheese right now. He's eating it up, cheese and crackers, all day long on you and this other dude. Well, you can team up on him. There's no rules, so why don't you just one of you go hit him, keep hitting him, knock him down in the corner? Who knows? Well, the other one scores, and then you flip, and maybe you make a friend that way, or maybe you make an enemy. But the outdoor hockey in World of Chell actually sounds very, very interesting to me. I am excited to try it out. It's going to be a fun mode. It sounds like they're trying to mesh what NBA 2K does with theirs with hockey. If you guys don't play NBA 2K, they have the park where you can run around in an open environment and just queue up like I got next, and you'll step up and you'll wait for the game to finish, and then you'll hop on and play the winners. This is kind of going to be something like that. I have a feeling it's going to be like NBA Live 19. So you're basically going to say, I want to play World of Chell NHL 1s. You'll queue up in NHL 1s. You'll just see it in the background. You won't see anybody playing. You'll see your team versus their team during the loading screen, and you'll get right into it. Or actually, just the three of you. There's no teams in this. That's my bad. Just the three of you, bang, 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 with all your toques and your ripped jeans and your Adidas hoodies, or your Canadian flag jerseys. We can see right there, right here. I don't know if you guys can see that over there, but I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Definitely something cool, and you actually rank up. So as you rank up in NHL 1s, you get the cooler and nicer arenas and outdoor stadiums. So it's kind of like, think of it like a hill almost, like the side of a mountain slope, I think, is what they're going for here. And you can go all the way to the top, which is the lodge, I think. I don't know exactly what they call it. I might put it in the description. I might not. If you guys are curious, I will look it up and find it for you guys. But on to our next feature, and that's Real Player Motion Tech. Explosive edge skating enables more control over how you generate speed using edge work and crossovers. With all new animations, you'll experience more responsiveness and acceleration, high-speed skating, and pinpoint turns. Now, that is very exciting to me, because a big thing that I think that EA has struggled with when it's come to gameplay is just how real it feels. It feels too much like a faux experience. I wouldn't call it fake, but you could just tell, like, this is not how actual players work. And now we all thought they were going to get Frostbite this year, and that was going to make a huge step forward, but it's not actually bad that they're sticking on the Ignite engine. If they can master the Ignite engine, it may save them for when they do transition over the new engine. But if they've got it right now, I don't want them to change a damn thing. If they fixed puck pickups like they say they did, if they fixed turning like they say they did, I've read in one of the links down below, so go ahead and check it out, that they have traits as in tight turns, dirty dangles, and something about a really hard slap shot. I forgot the exact name of it, but those kind of things really captured in RPM tech. So that's Real Player Motion for you guys. And if you can, like the tight turns thing, you can think of a guy like Sidney Crosby. If you guys watch the trailer, link it down below. You saw Sidney Crosby behind the net make that real explosive turn, stop, kind of fool the goaltender, pass it back out in front. And I'm kind of excited to get players and have, make Sidney Crosby more, he's going to be better than someone like John Scott. John Scott's not in the game. He's not a legend, or I cannot confirm that, but I don't think he'll be a legend. But those kind of players with the better skating will skate better than someone who is historically bad at skating. Now, I'm a Sabres fan. I can tell you, Jack Eichel is a much better skater than Sam Reinhart, and it's pretty evident when they're on the ice. So Sam Reinhart might not be able to make the same turns that a guy like Jack Eichel could. And a guy like Connor McDavid will probably be one of the best skaters, and you'll really feel like McDavid is OP, because McDavid is overpowered in real life. Like, he's overpowered. On that Edmonton team doing what he did, it was insane. But he will be so much better than some of these other defenders. You'll have him stop, and Zdeno Chara, if you're going up against Chara, he's not going to be able to catch up. But if Chara gets a nick on Connor McDavid, he will flatten him. And that's another thing about RPM that I was really, really excited to see. That players now anticipate hits. Hopefully that doesn't become, a glitch where all of a sudden your player starts ducking and the player just kind of skates past you and gets the puck. They said that the collisions are more realistic, and that when you're a big, fast skater, think of someone like a Mark Scheifele or a Blake Wheeler, and the Winnipeg Jets. Just think of the Winnipeg Jets. If you're one of them, you're going to crush a smaller team if you can get to them. Those tight turns and those players that can skate really well, hopefully will be able to use their speed and their agility to actually combat this new, more physical, more realistic hitting system. Now, it was either... And one of there was an article that had a hands-on experience. They said, in the past, it's either been you've just flat out destroyed somebody and they went flying into the third row, or you looked like you were just going to nail them and they just kind of slid off, picked up the puck. Your defender was gone because you went for the big hit. You actually connected with them, but it was just a little nudge. Those kind of things will hopefully be fixed. And apparently from hands-on experience, people have said they are fixed and that it is much better. I'm trusting what they say. Because I like NHL. I'm a big NHL fan. I was really disappointed with the NHL 18 gameplay experience. Now, I liked the features they had in the franchise mode and whatnot, but as far as the gameplay, it was probably one of my least favorite NHLs to date. So hopefully they can pick that up and actually make a really serious improvement with this real player motion tech. As you can tell, I'm really excited about it because I think I just spent longer talking about it than I've talked about anything else. Express yourself. This is one that had people concerned. So stand out on the ice with over 900 customization options from authentic apparel, blah, 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 to clothing some of the biggest sports brands. Express yourself like never before. 1,000 combinations, fresh looks, stay up to date, news, and never miss out on gear for your avatar. So this makes me think that they'll have some new news. You can see the skates have a cosmetics or constellations on them. That's what I meant. And he's got the Adidas toque, the lumberjack, basically the hoodie on, and then those pants. I don't even know what to call those. Those are ridiculous. Anyway, but you can create something like that. You can create whatever you want here. This is not going to transition over to EASHL though. So if you want to look like this, the only way to play it is the World of Chell. But I believe your player progression will carry over between both online modes, and I think your player progression carries on only in online modes, which is, I think, something that they're going to do better than what NBA 2K does. So what NBA 2K does is it links your offline Be A Pro with your online, World of Chell, or you go to the park. So if you leveled up online, you leveled up offline. I think EA NHL is going to separate those, where your offline Be A Pro is just offline, and whatever you do there only matters there. You can get traits and stuff, but you're also going to have to work for online. So if you're more of an online player and don't touch Be A Pro, it's not going to matter to you. If you do both, you may kind of test it out in your Be A Pro before you create that ultimate that ultimate build that everybody's always looking for. I bet you there's going to be ultimate build videos on YouTube, how to build the best sniper, and it's like 5'10". You got to unlock the tight turns and the dirty dangle and stuff like that. So I bet that's going to be out there. I think there's going to be a progression system back in the game, and I am really excited for that, because as much as I like how level the playing field is, I hope there is some kind of progression where not only can you just say, oh, I'm a power forward, and you're just a great power forward, and then you're like, I didn't like that. Let me go be a sniper, and then a dangler, and then a two-way forward, and then a playmaker, and a jumbo playmaker, and all these different archetypes that you were able to just pick and choose from. That was fun, but I kind of want a little some kind of progression system in there, like build up my power forward. But if I want to go switch to a sniper, my power forward doesn't die, hopefully, but I'm not as good of a sniper as I am a power forward. So hopefully something like that is in the game. Now, I cannot confirm anything. Like I said, I'm not an EA game changer or anything like that, but I'm kind of excited to see how they update what they put into the game, and put new skates, new kind of clothing apparel, the Yotes new third jersey. Maybe you can wear one of those. Maybe they'll have legends on the back of the jersey, so if you're going to get an Edmonton Oilers jersey, you can get, maybe Gretzky on the back. I think that'd be a really cool feature for them. But you guys let me know what you want to see with this online mode, the World of Chell. Let me know your thoughts about it, because I heard some poo-poo about it, like everyone hated it, but I can't believe I just said that. Legends have arrived. Play with over 200 legends spanning 100 years of NHL history, and build your dream team, superstars of today, playing alongside historical figures of past seasons in a defining factor of one hockey. So this is kind of exciting. It'll be fun to maybe do something like this in a franchise mode. I assume they'll have legendary, the legend teams, but there's 200, so there's going to be a lot of legends. Maybe they'll have historic, Bruins team, and I can play the historic Bruins against the historic Habs, and the Habs aren't as much of a train wreck. Or maybe Carey Price is on that team, so maybe he can actually get some goal support for once in his life. But I'm really excited to play with Legends. I don't have much to say about it, because I really just want to get my hands on Legends and play Gretzky versus Lemieux, or play Crosby versus Gretzky, or Crosby versus Lemieux, and settle the debate, a 1v1 or something like that. Maybe even NHL 3s. If we can carry those guys over to NHL 3s, I think Legends would be amazing to play. Kind of just draft a team of legends and boom, there you're in. You would obviously have to go through the roster management and move them, but something like that I think would be a lot of fun to play with. And of course, play NHL 19 view offers. So I'm really excited to see what EA is going to do with NHL 19. So from what I've read and what I've heard from the reputable sources such as Game Informer or Polygon, guys that have really had news before EA actually released it sometimes in different games, so I trust them and trust their opinions. They said that skating is fixed, and this online world, is as much as the name is cringy, World of Chell, it's gonna be fun. Hopefully, if you're not a solely offline player, they didn't leave you behind. But there is also some news for offline franchise mode, guys. They have adjusted scouting. So scouting will now, you'll send your scouts to different areas of the world. And if you didn't scout, say you're the Carolina Hurricanes, you don't scout Russians, because apparently the Carolina Hurricanes haven't taken a Russian since, Andrei Svechnikov, but since back in the 90s, I think, or even before then. Anyway, they don't take Russians. So if you don't send your scout to Russia, you'll have no information whatsoever. And you'll just pick a guy like, oh, that's a cool name. His name's Ovechkin. I got to take him, right? And you won't know his ratings until he's played a couple games for your organization. Now, this is different. EA used to say, oh, look, you drafted this guy. He's 55, low elite. You took a flyer on him. You had no clue about him beforehand. And look, he's a low elite player or a medium franchise goaltender. You're like, holy shit, I just got so lucky. Well, now you won't know any of that until he plays a couple games for your organization. And you'll unlock some information about him as well. So there's also one more that I want to go to. There's another page besides this. I'm going to go on Reddit. There's a great Reddit post. I'll link it for you guys. I'll go ahead and read that one with you. Just a minute. Guys, before I get to that other Reddit link, this one, Game Informer writer confirms 5-man cellies in addition to goalie rework. Now, I'm really excited the fact that there's 5-man cellies. So I know a lot of you were hoping for that too. So goalies apparently have also been reworked to cut down on bad angles. So hopefully there's less cheese goals. Now, we all know there's going to be something in the game that's going to be kind of game breaking, where on a breakaway you go backhand, forehand, backhand, you score nearly every time, or you... something like that, short side wrister above the glove, works every time. I don't think there'll be as much of that if they did improve goalies. Now, they've said they've improved goalies in the past, and it hasn't really gotten better. But the most important thing here is 5-man cellies are back, or actually are here for the first time. And that's something that I think is going to add a lot more realism, and it's going to make it a lot more fun. No more fighting for the hug, though. That's a little bit disappointing. So, guys, this is just a little bit more clarification for everybody. I'm going to link this in the description, like I said. They're going to break down the trailer here. They talk about the great outdoors and all about NHL 1s. Legends have arrived. Real player motion. And a quote here says, combines with brand new physics and collision technology that make jaw-dropping hits more lifelike, contextually varied with satisfying NHL 19 looks, and better plays, and the biggest ever before. That's great, and using the Ignite engine, I think, if they've mastered it, I'm really excited for the NHL franchise going forward, because if we can fix these little gameplay issues, like puck pickups, and turning, and actual regular collisions, then I think we're in for a good game this year. Be a Beauty is the fan of ESHL, introduced a unified progression and customization system for your character across multiple game modes, including threes, drop-in, outdoor ones, and Pro-Am. Now, Pro-Am is another thing. I think is going to be more of a outdoor practice thing. You can get online with your friends and you can practice. It's not going to exactly be ESHL, but it's going to be a way for, I think, threes where you can just kind of figure out what things are doing. They're not really sure what this, because this was before all the information and all the articles were released. So at this moment, they weren't really sure about what Pro-Am is. I'm not 100% sure. It was touched on briefly, I think, in some of the articles I'm going to link down below. But threes drop-in is like a variation of ESHL 3 drop-ins, but in threes. Definitely a different take on threes. Hopefully no money puck and all that other stuff. But I'm pretty excited to be able to just drop in and play with none of the money puck and just play ESHL 3's drop in. I know we have that, but they're hopefully going to work it so that ESHL is a true league experience, so that when you have a team of 4 guys or 6 guys, then you can go ahead and just drop in, play teams that are there to play, level up like a league, and hopefully just keep the same progression system. But NHL 3's drop in, maybe you want to practice some tactics, so you go to more casual mode with your buddies. And I think that should be pretty fun. Hopefully you can play goalie in NHL 3's drop-in, because that was really sad to see that 3's drop-in had no goalies, which makes no sense to me. But that's just my opinion. You guys let me know your opinion. I'm pretty excited for this game. One thing I did mention is there's no GM connected. I was kind of disappointed about that, but I'm coming to this unfortunate realization that I don't think GM Connected ever is going to come back, because I don't think they were really proud of how they had it back in NHL 14 and then 15 on the old gen consoles. So I don't know if they're going to put time and effort into it. I think they're really trying to attract a more casual audience. So that may not be back for a few years. I don't know if it's ever going to be back. I'd love to see a connected franchise mode in NHL. Madden has had it for a few years now. It works great. They've got it down. But then again, that is weekly because that is American football. But as far as the offers here, you can get the regular edition, you can get the Ultimate Edition, or you can get the Legend Edition. Now, what all these contain, the Standard Edition, let's just go ahead and compare editions. Why not? That's a feature. So you can get the game, 5 hut packs, and a loyalty reward. Now, they touched on the loyalty reward as well. You're going to get a pack for each year you play the game, so it's on next gen only. So every year you've had it. Maybe if you guys go into the EA Vault, play Ultimate Team, open your starter pack, go ahead, do that, get the rewards for 19 if you're thinking about actually diving into hut. That might be fun. Download it if you have EA access on Xbox. Get that, start up the game, open hut. I mean, it's a lot to just get a couple more packs, but hey, if you really need those packs, go for it. Or you could just get the Legend Edition, which is 3 days of early access, or if you have EA access, you get a week, but 10 hours. You get a Hut Rookie item, a Cover Athlete item, a Hut Legend item. You get a hockey bag. Now, this is one of the things I didn't touch on. Hockey bags are like loot boxes, except there are no microtransactions. I repeat, there are no microtransactions in the world of Chell. They want it diverse, they want everything different, and they want you to have to unlock everything by playing the game. And I am very, very thankful that they are not diving into microtransactions yet in this game mode, because I think I would enjoy this game mode a lot more if I actually could, if everyone didn't have the same damn clothing items or the same stuff. That'd be a lot more fun instead of seeing the same people with the same gold gloves or some random shirt that looks like a sexual object. I don't know. You guys know the community. You guys know how it operates. But that's a hockey bag. You can get your toques, your sweatshirts, your pants with the crazy psychedelic colors, or your constellations on your hockey skates. And you get a loyalty reward. So you're going to get a loyalty reward with all of them, except in the Legend Edition, you get the 20 packs, one per week for 20 weeks. So that's about 5 months. So from the start of the game, you get the end of September, October, November, December, and into January is when you're probably going to get these packs. Or you can get 2 per week if you get the Ultimate Edition. And the only difference between the Legend and the Ultimate Edition is that extra pack per week. So if you're big into Hut, you're probably going with the Ultimate Edition already. You get to pick your Hut Legend item. You get to select who you want. Here's the loyalty reward. So for 16, 17, and 18, pre-order now and receive special 2 Hut packs for your first year, 3 for second, and 5 more packs if you own all 3. That is 10 more packs if you're a big Hut guy. You get 1 Hut Cover Athlete item for ownership of Taze. For owners of 16, you get Tarasenko, and 17, you get McDavid. So you get all 3 of those players if you boot up all 3 games. Now, I assume that's going to be like the rookie cards were this year, where they're an 85, so they're better than most of the things you start out with, but not quite as good as the guys towards the late of the game. And you get 1 World of Chell hockey bag per year of ownership. So you'll get, if you buy the Legend and Ultimate Edition, you'll get 4. Assuming that you played since NHL 16, and for the Standard Edition, you'll get 3, not including that extra unlocked hockey bag. NHL 18's in the vault. So, like I said, most of that, though, I think all the NHL games are in the EA vault. So if you have EA access, you can even pay for the 1 month, which is $5. I think EA access is really worth it because you get to try out games that maybe you wouldn't play before. Maybe you want to get into FIFA. Maybe you're on my channel. You like my AC Milan career mode. You want to go try your own. Go ahead and try it. Download FIFA 17. I don't think 18's in the vault yet. You can go play Madden 18. You can go play Unravel. You can go play Plants vs. Zombies. I'm just thinking there's some on there. You can go play Battlefield 1 for free. I mean, it's all in there, guys. EA Access, great buy. If you're on Xbox, it's Xbox exclusive, so sorry to you PS4 players. But this video, so far pretty long, a lot of me talking. Actually, it's only me talking. So I'm pretty excited for the game, honestly, and I think that, you know, you're actually going to get a good amount of HUT stuff. Now, if you're not a HUT player, you don't even have to pre-order. You can just get the standard edition. If you have EA Access, try it out. If you're on the fence, try out the World of Chell. And if you have EA Access, try it out, see what you think of it. If you don't like it, if you hate the gameplay, if you hate the new puck pickups, I bet you they're going to patch it within one day. There's always the day one patch, which never made sense to me. But you guys can go ahead and try it out there, or you can just watch my channel. Subscribe if you guys want to see NHL 19 content as soon as it's available. I'll be constantly on Twitter. I'll be constantly online trying to figure out when it comes out so that the second NHL 19 is available in the EA Vault with the pre-access trial. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys content. I'll probably release all the ratings like I did last year as well. You guys said you wanted me to slow down. I was only going so fast because I knew I only had 10 hours and I wanted to fit a lot of it in there for you guys. But I will slow down on that for you guys, so make sure to stay tuned to the channel. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and if you're excited for NHL 19, let me know your thoughts about everything. If there's anything I missed, please let me know down in the comments section. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.